Instagram Reel transitions can be as simple as snapping your fingers. I'm going to show you how to do Instagram Reel transitions in this video.
Hi, I'm Wonderful Ida, an educational video producer based in Vancouver, Canada.
I teach you how to film yourself so you can film once to teach many. If you want to leverage your expertise to make money, then make sure to subscribe to my channel because I have new videos every Wednesday. There are two ways to film Instagram Reel transitions. The first way is when the camera is in one position and then something changes in the scene or the shot. So this could be a location change, this could be a clothing change. You do some kind of movement and then there's a change. The second way is by moving the camera. You move the camera in a particular way, and then that is how you do the transition itself. So I'm going to show you what I mean with both of these. Let's start by doing a transition where the camera stays in one place. For this demonstration, I thought it'd be really cool to film me with my lights off and then doing a little bit of a lens cover. So it's like I'm scoping out my shot and I'm going to put my hands in, cover the lens like that, and then it's gonna have my lights on all of a sudden. So I need to start by turning my lights off. Notice that with the background lights, it looks totally different. If you want to quickly and easily improve your lighting, just get some background lights. Okay, so let's film this. So I'm gonna do my first shot and I'm gonna set up the timer. The reason I want to set up the timer when I'm recording a transition is because I want to free up my hands. I don't want to have to push the button. Instead, I want to be able to get in position. It just takes the stress off. So to turn on the timer, you press the timer button, which is on the bottom of your menu. And then you can select the duration of your countdown. So you can see countdown, it says 3 seconds. You can change that to 10 seconds, or you can change it back to 3 seconds. The reason you want to change this is if you need a longer time to set up between shots so that you don't have to stress too much that it's only 3 seconds, it's longer. So I'm going to set my timer. I know that my timer is going to go off and work when I look at my menu and I see that the timer is white. So you see that white border around it. That indicates that the timer is on, and when I push the record button, then it's going to turn on the timer. So let's push that button. There's my timer. Wait, that's not what I was gonna do. Let's do that again. So this is a good lesson. Before you start filming, think of the actions that you want to do before your transitions. So I think a cool thing to do would be like scoping out my scene, and then I'm gonna go in. Yeah. So I'm gonna go. I need to make this small. Now that we've practiced, I can go back and I can delete that for initial clip. So I can see there's a back button. It's next to the record button. I'm gonna push that, and then I'm gonna push the garbage, discard that, and now I have no clips. Okay, so fix my hair, and let's record this. No, that's boring. Try one more time. Remember, it's really important to make your first few seconds in your reel engaging, because if it's boring at the beginning, no one's gonna stick around to watch the full thing. So don't feel bad if you keep doing a lot of takes in this. The more takes you take, the better it'll be. Just make sure you're satisfied with the take once you're done filming. There you go. I think I got it. Let's preview that. Yeah. Okay, so before you film your next clip, it's really important to trim your first clip so that you can easily line up clip 1 and 2. So to trim your clips, you're gonna see at the bottom here, it says edit clips. You click on edit clips, you click on the clip itself, and then you're gonna see these bars on the sides. These allow you to trim that clip. So I'm just going to trim it. There we go. I want that transition to end. Perfect. And then once you're done, just click all clips and that will go back and that will be trimmed. Done. And then we're gonna press the back button up top to go back to add another clip. So before you add your next clip, you need to do the transition. So what's the transition gonna be? Mine's gonna be the lighting. this is the really fun part. What you can do is you can see the last clip. This allows you to easily align your transitions so they match up. So the align tool will appear at the bottom of your menu now. So you can press align. So I'm just gonna move over to the side so you can see my last frame. So I can see where everything is. So I can align myself based on my eyes. I can align my fingers, and then I can go out and be like, for this one, you're also going to want to set the timer, but because you don't want that added stress for aligning, I suggest you change it to the 10 seconds. This way, you'll have more time to align and you'll be ready to go once the timer's up. Also, keep in mind when you're using the timer, and it's gonna start filming right as it says 1. So you want to be ready. You can trim this later, but you want to be ready right for that countdown. So let's press that. Let's start by aligning my eyes and my eyebrows. And now let's put my hands in there. Okay, so let's preview that. So you can see that it doesn't cut smoothly. The main thing about transitions is to make sure that the clips align. So I'm gonna go into edit clips and I'm going to edit this second clip and I'm just gonna trim it to when I start doing the transition. There we go, I can trim the end too. And you can see the transition. The main thing for transitions is to fine tune it. Keep going back and adjusting it so that the transitions look good together. There we go, that's awesome, done. And then you can save that clip. Make sure you save your videos before you put them into the draft. This way you know you have a copy of it in case you lose it. Go to next, and I'm just gonna save this as a draft so I can go back and post that reel when I'm ready. So we did the movement within the shot, and now we're going to do the movement with the camera. So with the camera movement, it's mainly about covering the camera. So I'll have it on this way, go up, and then when I come back down, my lights are gonna be off. So let's turn those lights off. For your transition, you don't have to turn lights off. You can do anything. You can change your clothes, change your location. You can do some without makeup, with makeup on, whatever you want to do, as long as there's a difference between your first shot and your second shot. Okay, so for this one, when you're doing the transition with your head, you want to make sure that you fill the frame with your head, so make sure it goes really close to your head. If you put it too far away, it's going to show too much of the background and it's not going to be as good. Once you're happy with your first clip, it's time to trim that. So press edit clips, click on the clip. For this one, you want to trim it so that your head is fully covered. There we go. Remember, we are going to fine tune this later, so just getting an approximate location is going to be great. Done. Okay, now let's go back and let's film our next clip. So let's do the change. There we go, got my lights back on, set the timer. And this time I'm just going to start from the back, so it's gonna be on top of my head, and I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna have it done. Okay, so set my timer. Okay, so now let's go back. Perfect. So I want to trim this so that it's right before I leave the screen. So there we go. Now, when I press done, I can preview them together. There we go. So if you like how it looks together, then you're set, you're ready to go. And if not, then you just need to fine tune that transition. So trim the beginning and the end of the clip so that it seems seamless. And then once you're done, I suggest that you save your reel. So the save button is that first button there. Save it. Make sure it's in your camera roll just in case you lose it. And then I'm going to save this as a draft so I can post it later. So save as draft. And then when I want to access those drafts, I'm just going to exit my Reels. I'm going to go into my profile and I'm going to click on my Reels tab. And then you'll see the first option here is drafts. And then all my drafts will appear here. I can click on one of the drafts, edit it. I can still edit the clips, which is awesome. All the information is still there. Let's go preview, next, save as draft. So this is great when you want to go back and post them later. So if you're doing a day where you're going to be filming a bunch of transitions or a bunch of reels, and then you want to post them throughout the week, this is a great method for doing that. If you like this video, please give me a like, or better yet, leave me a comment below. I have new videos out each and every Wednesday. Until next time,